What's going on, guys? Hope you're having a phenomenal day. It's Trevor Foldering, your metabolic health specialist for men over 40. Super excited because today is your time to learn about your metabolism on today's Metabolic Debrief. So today we're going to be talking about something really important. But before we jump into that, just a reminder that I jump online every Monday through Friday around 2 p.m. Central Standard Time to teach you guys how to have a more efficient metabolism so you can burn fat like crazy, so you can actually improve your health, so you can live longer, so you can get more things done, so you can spend more time with your grandkids, so you can feel better about yourself, have better confidence, better self-esteem, all of that good stuff. So I'm going to talk today about consistency. All right, so first off, consistency is so important. However, most people aren't chasing consistency. They're chasing perfection. And these two things are completely different. All right, so I want to break it down first off because consistency is what we want to chase, not perfection. Perfection can never be achieved because there's always going to be things happening, right? We have life happen, we have work happen, we have family activities, we have, kids activities, we have family obligations, we have work obligations, we have boss deadlines, we have like all this stuff happening, right? Life happens. Right? And so when life happens, sometimes shit hits the fan, so to speak. And when that happens, we don't need to worry about being perfect. We need to worry about chasing something else, which is consistency, right? Consistency is the key. See, here's the thing so many people go through. They for example, start a diet on Monday, right? And so they're perfect on Monday, right? They eat clean or they, reduce their calories, they exercise, Tuesday might be the same, and then something on Wednesday happens. On Wednesday, something happens and they don't, eat perfectly, they skip a meal, maybe they eat something they're not supposed to, like a muffin or a donut or whatever, and then they're like, oh shit, I totally messed up. I'm gonna restart on Monday, right? But what we have to realize is your metabolism does not keep score. It's not like, oh my God, he ate a donut, or oh my God, he didn't exercise, so I'm not going to perform as I'm supposed to, right? The metabolism doesn't work like that, guys, right? It has no scorekeeping. It's not keeping score, right? What it does is it responds to the environment that you create it, right? That you create, right? So it's responding to the environment that you create, right? So for example, if you eat perfectly on Monday and then something happens and you don't eat perfectly on Tuesday, that's not a big deal. The metabolism isn't keeping score. It basically responds to whatever you're doing, right? It's like a thermostat. This is how I love to explain it, right? So, for example, your thermostat doesn't care whether it's, 28 degrees outside or minus 28 degrees outside. It just responds to what's happening, right? So if it's plus 28, it cools the house down. If it's minus 28, it'll warm it back up, right? It doesn't care. It's not like, oh my God, this is horrible, right? It basically, your metabolism works exactly the same way. It's just it's like a thermostat, right? And so, for example, if you don't have a good day Monday, Tuesday, or like say you don't have a good day Wednesday, you miss meals or you skip a meal, or maybe you don't get enough sleep or something happens, right? Don't chase perfection. What you want to do is just make better decisions the next day, right? And then your metabolism will still respond, right? It will respond better, right? Instead of saying, woe is me, and I'm going to restart on Monday, don't restart on Monday. Just say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to eat better. I'm going to have better meal consistency. I'm going to eat cleaner meals. Not going to have that muffin or donut at 2 p.m. I'm going to get better sleep. I'm going to get better hydration, whatever it is, right? Make better decisions. Your metabolism will follow, right? And so the consistency is what we're chasing. We're not chasing perfection because perfection doesn't exist, right? We all have days where we can't eat perfectly. We all have days where we don't eat the way we should. We all have days where we have higher stress. We all have days that, we don't sleep well, right? That's just the deal. That's how it works. That's how life works. So instead of chasing perfection, we're going to chase consistency, right? Consistency in everything that you do, right? Now, consistency doesn't mean you need to be perfect. Consistency just means you need to try and keep pushing forward if something doesn't work, right? So consistency is one of those big things where if you're consistent with everything throughout the week, your metabolism will respond, right? It's going to respond well. But one of the problems is we think that consistency needs to be perfect. We need to have perfect consistency, right? But that's not true, right? We just need to be focused on doing what we need to do every single day, and our metabolism is going to respond, right? And so every day what you want to do is just make yesterday or today a little bit better than yesterday, right? And so those are the things that we need to focus on. Don't focus on perfection, focus on consistency, because that way your metabolism is going to respond the way it was designed to. Right? It's just like the thermostat. It's just going to be able to respond just like a thermostat's going to respond, right? If your metabolism sees that you're eating well and your consistency on your meals, guess what's going to happen? It's going to respond correctly, and it's going to keep focused on losing body fat, right? If it sees that if you're getting really good sleep, it's going to recover well and you're going to feel better. You're going to have better energy, right? If you're eating proper proteins and fats, you're going to have great blood sugar consistency, right? So your body just responds to whatever you create or whatever you give it. That's the key, all right? So that's all I really wanted to talk about, guys. But one of the things I really want you guys to really focus on is not being consistent, right? I want you to focus on being consistent, right? And not focused on perfection. That's the key, all right? So now I want to talk about something really important, which is our 15-day metabolic reset, okay? So our 15-day metabolic reset is super, super important. It allows you to actually become consistent, not perfect, right? Our 15-day metabolic reset allows you to practice consistency, right? And so we have actually 15 days we're going to run through. You're going to go through each metabolic signal. We have different signals that we can start to understand what they are. We have hunger signals, craving signals, digestion, we have recovery, energy signals, stress signals, and fasting glucose levels. So you're going to go actually through day by day. I'm going to be actually teaching you these metabolic signals, and you're going to be able to practice them, and you're going to be able to get consistently good at reading your own metabolic signals so you know exactly what your metabolism needs. And after that 15 days, we'll be able to get you into our metabolic operating system where we can coach you on massive transformation. So you can lose 30, 40, 50, 60 plus pounds and keep it off for life, right? And be consistent with your lifestyle. Not something that you're going to do just for 3 months and then gain the weight back, right? Our focus is long-term sustainability so you can keep the weight off, you can lose body fat, but keep it off for good because you're mastering your metabolism. You're not actually just, going through a program for, 3 months and then, not focused on anything and then gaining all the way back, right? So that is what we're going to focus on, guys. So if you're interested in that, just click the link just underneath this video. And all you need to do is register. It's for a free account. You don't even have to pay anything today. Put in your name, your email address, your phone number, click the link, create your account, all that stuff. All that stuff is free. And then you can start working on your 15-day metabolic reset where you and I can actually go through that full 15 days together and rebuild your metabolism. All right, guys, looking forward to it. If you have any questions, concerns, comments about chasing consistency instead of perfection, just put them underneath this video in the comment section. Looking forward to connecting with you guys. Have a fit, wonderful, and blessed day. Bye for now.